Well, this is certainly not the video that I had every intention of making today. Yesterday morning, just after downloading an offline version of the city of Athens, because I was planning a day trip for today, and I didn't want to have to get an eSIM card there to use. And so I set the phone down. I went in to take a shower, get dressed. I had a manicure appointment in about an hour. So I came back and I picked up the phone and I tried to open ChatGPT, which I use frequently. I use both of them frequently. Claudia, the other one. And it opened for a second, maybe 2 seconds. It closed right back up. So now that's kind of strange. So I got on the computer and wrote, "What's going on? Is the mobile app down again?" No, everything seems, actually they don't say no, they go, "I don't know." So I tried to open Claude and the same thing happened. And I knew then that I was in some kind of serious trouble with my iPhone. So meanwhile, I had this appointment at 10:30 and I had to go. I'd like to, I don't want to cancel an hour appointment and tie up manicurists and pedicurists. So I went in. I was quite upset because I knew I had figured out that the Apple native apps all worked, okay? It was Google, it was Gmail, it was Google Maps, it was WhatsApp, it was all the external apps that I had downloaded. Banking, credit card, even though the Cash App worked, so I could pay with the credit card, but I couldn't pay any bills. So anyway, so I go to the appointment, and as it turned out, Anita, one of the ladies who does my nails, husband is an Apple technician. So he has a store right across the street from Barini on the boulevard. Barini, in case you don't know, is a fairly big presence in this part of town. I live right in the center, and it's a huge local place. Tourists go there too, but it's a big presence. It's open all year. And anyway, so I walked over and I talked to him, and there's really nothing to do in a situation like this but to restore the phone. You wipe it clean. So I left it there, and for 2,500 lek, I got a phone back that was clean. And it was a matter of, number one, praying that it was going to work. I mean, the phone was going to work, but I didn't know if the reinstall was going to work. So I took the phone home, I sat down with AI, and I had a couple of major actions that I had taken years ago to, just in case something like this happened. I have been traveling for almost 6 decades, and nothing like this has ever happened. I have an automatic backup, a daily automatic backup to the computer, and I do pay for iCloud storage, okay? I know it's only $2.99 a month, but I just do it. You use it once and it saves you, okay? Anyway, so where was I? Yes, so I had everything backed up. I had my Apple ID. I know my Apple ID. I know my Apple password. So this I always know, and all my equipment is on the same Apple ID. I only have 2 things, so that's fairly easy. I have access to all of my passwords. I use a program on my laptop, not on my phone. If my passwords were stored on my phone, I'd be dead. So the most important thing, or these things are all pretty, 5 of them are equal. Another thing, if you're leaving or slow traveling outside of the U.S., you need to keep your U.S. phone number. You need to pay that money, and you need to make sure you can receive phone calls and texts, because everything is 2-part authentication now. And fine, you can sign in with your passport, but these American, I don't know, I shouldn't say American banks, but these banks use this, and they need to text you a code. I had one bank, I think it was Citibank. I'm talking to them, and she puts me on hold, and then all of a sudden my phone starts to ring. It said, hold and accept. So I said, or disconnect and accept. I said, hold and accept. And it was her calling back to make sure that it was me. So tricky, sneaky. Anyway, so I got that because I cannot receive text. I will talk to AT&T next month when I go back. But anyway, it's really, I know Google has some kind of weird alternative. I don't know how that works. And for the first couple of years, I would suggest just cut down on something else, but keep the phone. It'll cost you about $50 or $60 a month. I think with AT&T, it's $10 a month less if you go on auto pay. It's just, I cannot impress upon you enough that how much easier this will make your life. So, and recap, I'm almost up and running. I am up and running, of course I am. But I just want to give you the heads up that these things to make your life easier, because more and more things are happening. This is not a hack. This is just things that happen in the computer world. It's, when a magic trick goes wrong, I don't know how else to describe it. Nobody does anything wrong. The phone's not broken. It just messes up sometimes. And I have an older phone. It's an iPhone 12 Pro Max. But it's not glitching or anything. It wasn't until this happened. So let me see if I can go over the things. There's just, all right. Recent iCloud backup. Apple ID and password. Now, if you're a member of the other world, the Android world, it's the same kind of setup. They have different lingo, and I don't know what it is. But your phone, your account with Samsung or Android, there's a main account that everything else is attached to. You need to be able to access that. Apple ID and password, a laptop with internet access, and an active U.S. phone number. And then the icing on the cake is someone who knows how to restore the phone. Now, if you're in the middle of nowhere and it's just you, AI can help you restore the phone. It's not the end of the world. You can do this. I could have sat and done that with AI. I preferred to pay someone. But anyway, I'll leave you on that. That is just another day in Vlorë, and these are just little things to make your life easier.